Great to welcome on board Simon from Basement Jaxx. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great, welcome back to Japan.
Thank you. Nice to be here as always.
Ready for Fuji Rock?
Yeah, we can't wait. Yeah, I think the band arrived today. We got here yesterday, the band arrived today, so really looking forward to it. It's always a really good one.
We were just trying to remember, I interviewed you at Fuji Rock. How many years ago?
I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. Oh. Yeah. So good memories. I can't remember. I'm trying to work out, do you know what the weather's going to be like up there?
Hot, I think. But you know, up in the mountains...
To get wet as well, though.
Yeah, it can do, yeah. Sort of changeable conditions in the mountains. Be prepared for anything.
Yeah, I remember it being in the clouds, and and that's how I always describe it to people when they say, "What's it like?" I say it's really atmospheric, and you're in the clouds.
The rainy season's just finished, so we might be okay.
Cool. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
I don't remember the last show because it was so much fun. What can I look forward to this Fuji Rock?
Well, we've got a new album, so we play tracks off the new album, which we've been playing in various shapes and sizes over the last couple of years. And so they go down really well. We'll be playing stuff that people definitely know, stuff from our back catalogue, you know. And we've got, there's about 12 people involved in coming on stage. Wow. There's like 22 people in total in the whole production. Jeez. And lots of colour, lots of energy, lots of smiles, lots of love. It's gonna be fun. Lots of love.
I love that.
Yeah.
Basement Jaxx shows are big. They're always big shows. 18 people on stage.
12, I think. 12 okay. Come. Yeah, not always at the same time.
Right.
At the very end, they're all on stage. But yeah, we have different characters.
What do you think about the summer festivals? Obviously, for Japan, Fuji Rock's a real special one for us up in the mountains. It's a great place to be. Any other favourites around the world?
That sticks in our mind. Well, Glastonbury's really good, obviously. Yeah. That was always a privilege to play there. There's one in it's Hungary, I think, called Zyget, which is a 7-day festival, and that sticks in my mind as being really good. And there's one in Croatia. Is it Croatia? Exit. Is that Croatia? The Exit Festival?
Not sure.
I think it's Croatia or Serbia. Anyway, it's really good. Yeah.
Actually, tell us the Glastonbury story. 2005. That was a last-minute decision, wasn't it, with Kylie Minogue cancelling?
Yeah. So we played there before. We'd headlined the second stage 2 years before, and that was always great. And for us to be asked, we were going to be before Kylie Minogue, and then she became unwell and she couldn't do it. So we were bumped up, basically. It was good. It felt, like I said, it was a big honour, and Primal Scream were on before us, and they wouldn't get off stage, and they were just antagonising the crowd, and then the crowd was shouting, "Get off stage, Basement Jaxx, bring Basement Jaxx on stage." So that added a bit of tension to it all. It's good.
How much notice did you have for that show?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. A week or two or something. Yeah. I mean, we were going to do the show we were going to do, so
right.
Yeah, we were ready for it.
Right. Just sort of shifted the time.
Yeah, just a bit more profile. That's all. Yeah.
Tell us about the new album.
We spent the last couple of years working on an album. We'd had a break. The last album we did was 2009, and we moved studios, we moved houses, we did some other projects, an orchestral project, some film work, and we just took a bit of time away from the Basement Jaxx. We'd been on this sort of cycle. And the new studio we're in has windows, and we can see the sky, and we can see the city of London. Because before our last studio was dark and damp, and not very inspiring. So we've kind of re-energized ourselves, and we've tried to make an album that's full of light and hope, and is fun, and not too draining. Maybe I think the last album probably reflected where we were. It felt a bit kind of introspective, and this one is looking more out to the world. And there's a general theme running through it of just like how the smallest thing you can do can have a knock-on effect, and that's where it starts really.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated how when musicians use different studios or different locations, different cities or different countries to record, it really does have, add to the personality of the music.
Yeah, it does. We should have done it before already, and the change we've made is not that vast. We've just gone from South London to North London.
But with windows.
But we've just got some windows, basically. This album is Basement Jaxx with windows on, And our first two albums, they were made with windows as well. And this album does actually sound a bit more like those first two albums in its spirit. So it's kind of... Also, I think the fact that the musical landscape, the type of music that we're most associated with is sort of in favour again, and so we kind of feel comfortable with the way things sit. There was definitely a period where things shifted, and we probably didn't quite know what we were aiming for. Whereas now there's a bit more focus, and we feel comfortable with what's going on. So people were saying to us, if you're going to do another album, do it now, because people are listening to like all that stuff you were doing. That's what people are listening to. So it's kind of, yeah.
Re-release.
We jumped on it. Yeah.
Tell us about your twerk bot.
Well, it's a work of beauty. It's a video directed by Saman, who's an Iranian director based in LA, or of Iranian heritage. We met him for the first time. We were in America last week, and we DJ'd there, and he came along to the show, and he just finished the video, and we'd seen his work. He's very in demand. He's an upcoming young director, and so he made this film which involves a Japanese inventor couple, scientists. And it's a work of beauty. It's really nice. He's done a wonderful job. So I don't know. Who knows? It might actually become something available in the future. But you'll have to see the video to work out to know what we're talking about. But it's for the song called "Never Say Never."
Right.
Yeah.
I was reading the story that you sort of the dialogue in the video is the world has stopped dancing. We need to get people dancing again.
Yeah. That's right. So and also this couple, these inventor couple, have stopped loving and have stopped showing their love for one another. So that's all intertwined as well. So they tried to get this robot to basically encourage people to love and to dance. And that basically, without dance, there's no love, and there's no there's no communion between the sexes. So it's important for humanity that they get it working.
Well, it's rather appropriate. You're in Japan right now, and you have these Japanese inventors in your video.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll meet the real ones here somewhere.
Maybe, yeah.
And I think Japan needs more love and more dancing.
Really? Okay, cool. Well, then you must watch it.
I love the way you guys have worked with so many different people over the years, and just a quick list: Dizzy Rascal, Susie Sue from years ago, Michelle Indigo, Cello, Lily Allen. You've worked for Cyndi Lauper, Linda Lewis, whose voice I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Who haven't you worked with that you think you'd like to? Do you have a wish list?
No, not really. No, I mean, and on this album, there's no one particularly that anybody would know. There's a guy. The most known guy seems to be Mickey Blanco, who's from America. So people over here, he's pretty underground, really. He's kind of like he's quite a left field artist. He does some rap, but he does like performance art and all sorts of things. Really, he's but I mean, the rest of the people wouldn't have heard of, and that's how it was in the beginning. And we worked with Dizzy Rascal, but when we worked with him, he wasn't known then. He became known after that, but he wasn't a name that we jumped on. And we've worked with Yoko Ono, because that was just something that we wanted to do. I mean, she wasn't particularly in fashion in any way, but she was just a legend who we thought would be great to work with. And we liked her worldview and what she represented. So we don't really. I mean, I think it's better to work with people that people don't know and surprise people and maybe help people who are unknown kind of become something. Like the singer on Never Say Never, his name is ETML, his real name's Elliot, and he's only been out of school, I think, or college for 8 months, and he's totally new to this whole world, and his voice is kind of it's unmolded, it's honest, because authenticity is what you want, really.
Right.
You don't want people who are too kind of refined and kind of like professional, and you want stuff that's kind of imperfect, but but it's touching.
Do you choose people for their voice or their personality, do you think?
Well, they're intertwined, The voice that captures you is due to their personality, so it's all the same thing. So, because these days we have, I don't know, all these talent shows and stuff, and on all these shows, well, in England and America, most of them can sing really, really well, but it doesn't really, it leaves you cold. Well, it leaves me cold, So, we're always looking for the personalities, really. Yeah.
Do you love the studio? Because the music production, remixing, you've done all the fun stuff you've done. I presume the studio must be a great place for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be out. No, it's like when you've been out it too long, you want to get in. When you've been in it too long, you want to get out. So we've got a nice studio. Very pleased that basically what was my hobby when I was 10 years old, I'm still doing here now. And so I have to keep reminding myself it's wicked. I love what I do, but it's hard work. All these songs have been gone over,
right.
And to get something good, and to get something to be simple but to be effective. Sometimes it comes together quickly, but more often than not it doesn't. And sometimes you get cabin fever in that studio, and it's good to get out. So now it's quite a relief that we've done the album, and we're out talking about it. If we do this for too long, we'll be dying to get back in there, But this is what we've been doing for 20 years. So.
And I see you've got a whole bunch of dates in the UK right up until the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing what we're doing festivals around Europe and UK, and then we've got UK tour November, December. So we'll see. The album comes out 25th of August, I think, and we shall see where it takes us.
Right. And if now that you are out of the studio and you can get out and have some fun, any of your Japanese fans who are listening, if they were to come over to the UK, or if you're going to take someone out, where do you love to go? Do you have a favourite music destination or just a favourite place to hang out?
Oh, well, personally, I've always gone something which is a bit more off the radar, which I did from the first time I came to London, because I was really into reggae music. Oh. And there's a dub sound system veteran who's been going since the 70s called Jar Shaka, who anyone, I'm sure people over here will know him if they know their reggae music. And he still does nights, like every 3 or 4 months he's doing a night somewhere. And I'll go there, and that's nothing to do with house music, but it's spiritual music, and you close your eyes, you get taken to another dimension, and that's what I like doing. And that'll be just in a pub somewhere in London somewhere, He comes to Japan, he plays in Japan.
Right, yeah.
He's very well established, but he's not trying to compete with the top 20. He's doing his own thing.
He's not an expert.
He's on a higher plane, yeah.
Well, I'll see you there. Simon, thanks for the time. Great to meet you. Can't wait. Fuji Rock from Basement Jaxx. Simon, thank you.
Thank you. Cool. Yeah. See you there.